Okay, so there are a lot of great questions about what's going on with the Patreon. So I have been able to successfully separate Patreon and Venmo coming my way, and then funds going to OnSite public media. So for me, myself, I am an individual, Toussaint Morrison, government name, and I'm an artist, musician, filmmaker, and I am doing this thing called OnSite public media. All of those have my investment in it. My music and my film are artistic expressions of how I feel. On-site public media is something that's kind of going to detach from me as time goes on, and it's going to go more just towards the people. And when I say the people, I literally mean the people, like you watching it right now. That's something that's going to separate from me. Now, I am obviously the sole director and face of on-site public media. That's got to change. It's going to change. But right now, I'm the person that's running it and kind of taking in all this footage, paying editors, or right now it's on pro bono for editors and some people working with us and getting it out to them. After the first set of mini documentaries come through, then it only has to move forward with paying folks. And to do that, got to pay rent, got to buy food if I'm going to eat for the day, and be able to, pay people to work with them going forward. So by the grace of everyone's goodwill, in the beginning of this, a lot of people have done work for pro bono, and that's been awesome. But I want to be able to pay people, and I want film folks to get work, and I want them to be able to sustain going forward. And so that's a thing. And whenever you contribute to the Patreon or my Venmo, that goes to me being able to sustain that effort. That's rent, that's food, that's hard drives. We're going through hard drives like nobody's business. That basically keeps the lights on. So there's that. And that's what the Patreon is. Now, in the Patreon, what I am going to do, what I'm doing is I'm giving back. So every week or every 2 weeks, it's going to be like, hey, what do y'all want? Or I'm going to release a special video behind the scenes or something like that, or do a Q&A, all that good stuff. So that'll be happening as well going forward. And that's pretty much it. There's an album coming out. There's a film coming out called The Van Duzens. There's going to be a lot of behind the scenes stuff that we're going to do for that and release it to people on the Patreon only. And there's a lot of stuff up on the Patreon already that you can get if you become a patron. So there's that. That'll all become a little more refined by next week because we're going through it and I'm editing the literature. And I know I've been saying I'm going to do that for some time, but right now I finally have the opportunity to do that. And so that's what we're going to do going forward. So the Patreon basically sustains me as an artist and a filmmaker and, public media runner. I don't know what you want to call the term for that. But that's what that is going to support right now. So if you have any questions about the Patreon, put them in the comments below. I will answer them as soon as I can. And if you support the Patreon at patreon.com/ToussantMorrison, thank you so much. We're trying to get to 100 patrons, and something very special will happen once that happens. And I will let you know about that later. Right now we have 82. All right. We'll see you later. Thanks for watching this video. Bye-bye.